Hello everybody, I'm very glad to be here to talk about scholarships and grants given by France and all cultural French organizations. So we have several kind of grants in the book, in the field book, and also for artists and professional exchanges. So first of all, let's start about book and grants for translators. So, as you see on this slide, we have supports from what we call CNL, which is the National Book Center. And this support allows authors to devote themselves to a personal writing, illustration or translation project. So we have three kinds of scholarships. First of one, the Discovery Grant, is for authors or illustrators who have published one book of which they are the sole author. So this is for the emerging authors, if you want. Secondly, you have the Creation Grant for authors and illustrators who have published at least 2 books. And then you have the possibility for authors to have a sabbatical year scholarship for those whose previous work is particularly significant. So you will find all this information regarding criteria of selection, regarding procedure and calendar on this website. Vika. But we have also support for translators. So these grants and supports are aimed to encourage translation and promotion of foreign works in France and of French works abroad, so in Ukraine. So first of all, the grant for translators from foreign languages, that could be Ukrainian, that could be also Russian, into French. So this is for translators who want to work in France or in Ukraine to a large-scale individual and personal translation. And this is a project for publication purposes. But you have also another one, the other way around, if you want, the reverse, from French language into Ukrainian or into Russian. And this scholarship is for translators from French into Ukrainian and Russian. And this gives the possibility to translators to stay in France, to carry out the translation of their books for publication purposes too. I have to say that since 1980, 34 Ukrainian translators have received this kind of scholarship. Now, the program we call Skovoroda. Skovoroda PAP, like Programme d'aide à la publication. So this program is for Ukrainian publishers when they have the project to translate and to publish contemporary French and French language works into Ukrainian. Since 1992, 340 works were published, mainly literature. You have 180 of them in literature, but 160 in social sciences. In average, we have about 15 books published a year with this program. So the French Institute in Paris pay the copyrights after examination of the project by a local commission. We do that twice a year, in November and in March. And the French Institute also pay a grant for translation costs from 300 to 1,500. You see the information here. And related to the Skovoroda program, we have the Skovoroda Prize. This prize is for the best translation done in the Skovoroda program, and it awards a diploma and a 1,000 euro grant for the best translator. So 34 Ukrainian translators have been awarded since the creation of this prize in 2001. The award ceremony takes place at the residency, at the French residency, in the presence of all Ukrainian partners and during the Book Arsenal Fair. This is the information relative. Ika. Faut pas s'endormir. Then we have, except books and translation, we have professional exchanges for artists. So this is the main axe of international action of our Ministry of Culture. So there are several programs like internships, meetings, training programs. I will tell you the main one. The first program is called Itinéraire Culture. So this is a 10-day collective seminars for artists. And it includes cultural policies, economics of culture, digital creation, preservation of library collections, and so on. But you have also Séjour Culture. Séjour Culture is also a 10-day stay for artists, but it's completely individualized. So the program is handmade, if you want. And this is for artists in the fields of visual arts and design, or performing arts, or heritage. Then we have the Residence Culture Program. This is more a long-term immersion program because the artists stay in France from 1 to 3 months in public cultural institutions. And we have the Odyssey program, which are residencies in cultural meeting centers or contemporary art institutions. All the relevant information is located here on this website. Some other residencies for artists, for filmmakers, for curators, for authors, who can stay a few weeks or a few months in another country, like Ukraine. They can come here in Ukraine, or they can go to France to undertake a research project. And this program includes a residency allowance and accommodation. So the main program of residency is La Cité Internationale des Arts, which you can translate into the International City of Arts 2020. So this is a program of 3 to 6 months, and foreign artists like Ukrainian artists can stay in Paris in this residency to undertake a research or a creation project. But they need to have partners. They need to have cultural partners like French Institute in Ukraine, like the Cultural Service of the Embassy, like French islands in regions, or Ukrainian cultural structures like art centers, associations, galleries, museums, theaters, concert hall, foreign festival, and so on. So if you are an artist, you want to make a project with this kind of institution, you can apply to go and have a long-term residency in Paris at this address. Again, regarding books, we like very much books in France. So this is a Stendhal program. Everybody knows Stendhal? Okay. So this is a very famous French writer, and this is for French-speaking authors whose writing project justifies a stay abroad of at least 1 month. So this is a writing residency, if you want, for authors. In exchange, the French writers coming here, thanks to the Stendhal program, participate in the action of the French Cultural Center or the French Cultural Embassy Service. All the information relevant is here on this website. And I would like to draw your attention to this very program because it's running now and it's very interesting for you. It's named Opportunus. Opportunus is a project funded by Creative Europe program, and it's launched by the French Institute together with Goethe Institute, Isolatia, and NIDA Project Colony. So this is for 350 and 500 artists, Ukrainian artists, who can have a mobility of 15 to 85 days in France. Artists specialize in the field of performing arts or visual arts. So, the goal of this mobility is to develop cooperation. So the artists need to have a project that create new professional opportunities, or a project aims to reach new public. So if you have such projects, or you know artists with such projects in performing or visual arts, please tell them that the last call, the third and last call for applications will be issued very soon, in 15 days, the 15th of July, and it will last until September the 5th. For the moment, mostly French artists and cultural partners succeeded in this call, but Ukrainian artists can absolutely succeed. If you need any information, you can come at our stand to ask more information and how to fill the form. We will put on our website a template of how to fill the Opportunus form. And of course, the website is here. Then, last but not the least, we have the study grants of the embassy. So the embassy offers around 30 scholarships each year, scholarship of 9 months, so it's a very long-term scholarship. It's for students in all fields, but mainly focused on science. But honestly, they are all field covered. The amount of the grant varies according to the level of study. So, for example, the student will receive 700 euros by month for a master's degree and 1,060 euros a month for a doctorate. And this is supposed to cover enrollment, social security, and housing. We have a few more short stay scholarships. So in total, we have 45 scholarship recipients this year, for example. We have done the selection in April, and for next year it will be also in April. And the juries are professionals from the sector concerned, French and Ukrainian professors and researchers, also as agent of the embassy. The scholarship is 100% funded by the French government, but of course it can be co-financed by a French laboratory, a French university, or a Ukrainian university or enterprise. Why not? So if you know somebody willing to study in France, please refer him to this address in order to find all the information.